All right, forget about coding clubs, forget about robotics teams for a second. Today, we are diving into something, well, something completely different. It's a full-on course that teaches search engine optimization and AI to elementary school students. Yeah, you heard that right. We're talking 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. I mean, just think about that for a moment. It's a pretty wild thought, isn't it? What if a 9-year-old couldn't just build a website, but could actually explain to you exactly why it's ranking, or maybe why it's not ranking on Google? Well, that's the surprising reality we're going to explore in this explainer. So here's how we're going to break it down. We'll look at how this unique course is even possible. Then we'll move into the nitty-gritty of keywords and website building, touch on design, and finally, see how it all comes together in their final project. Okay, so this program is an 8-week journey, and it's designed specifically for students in grades 3 through 5. It's all powered by modern AI tools, and here's maybe the most important detail. There is 0 coding required. And, this is way more than just some casual after-school club. The curriculum is pretty rigorous. We're talking 8 weekly lessons, 2 quizzes every week to make sure the ideas are sticking, and a big final project, all built around safe, kid-friendly AI tools. So where do you even begin? Well, the whole course kicks off with the absolute fundamentals. For the first 2 weeks, it's all about answering 2 simple questions. What is a search engine, and what are the keywords that make the whole thing work? The course starts with this just beautifully simple definition. See, SEO isn't presented as some kind of mysterious, technical, dark art. Nope, it's just the process of helping people find what they're looking for online. That's it. It's an idea that even a 3rd grader can get their head around right away. And to keep things from getting boring, the whole curriculum is filled with humor. For example, in one of the actual multiple-choice quizzes, one of the options for what SEO stands for is Super Excellent Octopus. I mean, it's a really clever way to make learning fun and, more importantly, make it stick. A huge lesson right at the start is learning the difference between a search term that's actually useful and one that's, well, useless. A specific phrase like fun science projects for kids is going to get you exactly what you want, but just typing in stuff? Yeah, not so much. This is a core idea of search logic that these kids master from day one. And this is not just theory either. The students get their hands dirty immediately with these AI-powered activities. They're going on scavenger hunts, building their own keyword lists in a kid-safe version of ChatGPT, and even practicing with voice search, which, let's be honest, is a tool they're probably already using all the time. Okay, so once they've got the basics of search down, the course shifts into the real building blocks. In weeks 3 and 4, the students actually start working with websites. And the process is really logical and easy to follow. First, they learn the basic anatomy of a website. The classic home, about, and contact pages. Then, they use AI tools to build a simple layout. And right after that, they learn how to analyze it with something called an SEO audit. This is how the course makes the kind of abstract idea like an audit feel totally real to a kid. The AI tools give the website a score, just like a grade on a test. An 88 out of 100? A 4th grader instantly understands that. And more importantly, they feel motivated to figure out how to make it better. So what does that score actually mean? Well, the AI is trained to scan the website for a few specific things. How fast it loads, if the headings are clear, if the images are set up right, and if the right keywords are in the right places. The kids learn to see a website not just as a static page, but almost like a machine with different parts that all need to be working together perfectly. From there, the curriculum gets into the finer points. In weeks 5 and 6, students dive into 2 concepts that, honestly, a lot of adult website owners completely forget about: performance and accessibility. The importance of site speed is taught with a really powerful, simple visual. A fast site? That keeps visitors engaged and happy. A slow one? It just makes them frustrated and they leave. It's a super clear cause and effect lesson in user experience. Next, they learn all about web accessibility, and they start with something called alt text. It's just a simple description that not only helps visually impaired users understand an image, but it also gives search engines critical clues about what the content is about. It's pretty amazing. It's a lesson in empathy and technical SEO all rolled into one. So the big takeaway here is that a truly good website is about way more than just looking cool. It has to be friendly for everybody, and that means using text that's easy to read and making sure every single part of the site is accessible to all users and technologies. The course then builds and builds until it hits its capstone project. In the final 2 weeks, students get challenged to apply everything, and I mean everything, they've learned to one big, comprehensive, hands-on project. And believe me, this final project is incredibly thorough. Students have to deliver a complete, kid-friendly SEO audit report. It's got a full keyword list, charts of the site's performance scores, the speed test results, a list of problems that the AI found, and this is the most important part, their very own suggestions for how to fix them. But the final step isn't just turning in a written report. It all wraps up with a 2-minute show-and-tell presentation, where the students have to clearly communicate their findings. What a brilliant move. This teaches them not just how to do technical analysis, but also the critical soft skills of public speaking and persuasion. Which really brings us to a much bigger question. For decades, right, we've defined digital literacy as knowing how to use a word processor or send an email. But in a world that is completely driven by search engines and AI, maybe the new essential skill is understanding exactly how information is found, organized, and presented online. Is this the new digital literacy?